It's the age-old question. What happens when a quick brown fox encounters a lazy dog? Okay, well, put that way, maybe it's not an age-old question, but either way, we all recognize that it's the basis of the most famous pangram in the English language. The quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog. We call it a pangram because it uses every single letter of the alphabet. But if that's a pangram, what happens when a pangram meets a lipogram? Okay, so if a pangram is a bit of writing where every letter is used, then a lipogram is something of the opposite. It's a bit of writing where a letter or a group of letters are removed. So what happens when a pangram meets a lipogram? Okay, so let's plug our famous pangram into this custom lipogram machine that I just built. I've listed every letter of the alphabet here in order of decreasing commonness in the English language. So over here on one end, we've got E, T, A, O, the really common letters, and down at the other end, X, Q, J, Z, the least common letters. And the goal here is to take these letters away one at a time and see if we can't rewrite the original sentence within this new constraint, but keeping the meaning. And down here, we type our new version of the sentence, and this green error check box here will turn not green if we've left something out or, included something that we shouldn't. So, to begin, we get rid of the Z. So it shows us this blank, which lets us know, all right, we need to replace this word lazy with a word that has an L and an A and a Y in it. And it means the same thing as lazy, but doesn't have a Z. So let me see. Well, sleepy has most of the letters that lazy has in it. So if we try that, oh shoot, I could have sworn there was an A somewhere else, but I guess there isn't. All right, so let's change this. We'll make him instead a sleepyhead dog. Okay, perfect. Same song, second verse. So this time we've got to get rid of the J. Right, so we need a word that means the same thing as jumps. It still has the UMPS. Well, just let's take the jumps part out and see if some of the other letters are anywhere else. Okay, so it looks like all we really need, is an M and a P, right? And though that said, to be honest, I really don't like this word sleepyhead here. I'd rather get rid of the head part of it. So then we need the M and the A. All right, fair enough. How about scampers, little scampers over the sleepy dog. Great, moving on. This time we get rid of the Q. And as we can see, well, the nixing the Q nixes quick. So the U, the I, the C, and the K have to go somewhere. So what do? Once again, okay. Actually, you know what? Let's get rid of this too. The sleepy part. Okay. I spy that we can take the S, P, and the Y that were in sleepy and make this fox spunky. And that means that we can head back over to where the sleepy was, and all we have to do is assign. We can let sleeping dogs lie, L-I, and make this dog idle. The spunky brown fox scampers over the idle dog. Okay, moving on. Get rid of the X, no fox. Oof. But we got a long way to go on this, so simple solutions today. Furball. Perfect. All right. Losing the K means that, well, okay, I definitely see the U, the N, the S, and the P elsewhere, so we have to reassign the Y. I guess, yeah, throw it on down to idle again. We keep changing sleepy, sleepyhead, idle, lazy, all that. This time, let's make it a dilatory dog. Vocabulary. Haha, that's fun. All right. Losing the V just takes out over. So many other prepositions we can use here. Let's replace over with across. Simple. Moving on. Lose the B, and that gets rid of brown and furball. And to be honest, you know what? I'm tired of dilatory. So is the dog. So we're just going to say the dog is tired. So we need to reassign the Y. The B is already gone, so it looks like we're probably going to have to take care of the W in there, maybe some other letters. Let's find out what we're dealing with by taking out brown furball. Okay, yeah, a lot of letters to put back in there. But yeah, the W, Y, and L. Okay, perfect. We'll make it the fast, wily, furry one. Scampers across the tired dog. We put a wily in there as a reference to Wile E. Coyote, cousin of a fox, always outfoxed. That's an A1 and an Acme solution to this. Oh boy, though. But like all Acme products, I can sort of see this one about to backfire. Yeah, I mean, the fox, first of all, yeah, he's a wily, furry one now, but he's not brown anymore. So time for drastic measures. We don't have a P. Let's just, okay, let's take out a bunch of stuff here. This really gives me a chance to really fix a whole bunch of things. Oh, wow. Okay, what do we put back in here? The fast, tawny animal hurdles across the tired dog. Got it. Okay. Okay. Next up, shouldn't be a problem. But it's the G. They've got my little dog too. And the P is gone, so he can't be a pup or a pooch. I guess science to the rescue. He will be a canine. Okay. Next up, we lose the W. I didn't like tawny anyway. Tawny means the same as tan. Sounds like a plan, except the Y cans that plan. So now this little man has to get spicy somehow. Instead of fast, let's make him feisty. Perfect. But immediately we lose the Y, so I guess he'll have to be fleet. And then perfect, he loses the F. So now I suppose he is lithe on his feet. And now, oh my goodness, it's the M. M is the halfway point of our alphabet. It's the halfway point of the regular alphabet. And now that we're half done, I guess it's fitting to be reminded that we are narrowing down not to an animal, but to one. And now our algorithm also sees the C's. But constraints, they always give us something to fight back against. What did Matisse say about that, right? Much of the beauty in art arises from the struggle between the artist and their limited medium. Yeah, and we're going to have to leap over ever more gaps. Not just a lazy dog this time around. We can't get over or across anymore, so maybe we'll have to get around. Now that we're getting around, maybe it's not a canine, maybe it's a hound. And there we go, right? The constraints lead to this silly rhyme, but it won't last very long this time because we're losing the U. Okay, but never mind, we'll make it through. I say that it's no barrier. This time we can try some assonance instead of hurdles. The lithe tan one highs astride the tired terrier. And so it goes, and so it continues. The more we chip away, particulars lost, universals on their way to being revealed. For instance, without the D, we're backed into a corner of a word like transits, a word like serene. There's something downright celestial to all this, like when Venus transits the sun, right, to fly in front of it, or when any planet crosses in front of the sun, that's called a transit. Two bodies crossing paths, a meeting of forces, a clashing of purposes. Sure, you could even, I suppose, take away my H. Let's say an astir tan 1 transits a serene terrier. Great. You can even take away my R. We lost a lot of letters there, but I don't even need them, right? Because, like I said, as we lose these particulars, universals are revealed, and we see this scene for what it really always has been, which is that an insistent ass teases one in a siesta. This dog's just trying to get some sleep, and this fox won't leave him alone. We've all been there. We know that feel, right? We know it like the back of our hands. I could report it like an old-timey reporter right off the cuff. Take away all my letters and I'll still hit the word count. That's right, sacrifice my S. I'm still there. I still know this story. In no intent to attain an entente, at noon in 1910, an inane tan one to initiate, to taint, to tie one on toe-to-toe, to toot it a ten, to tattoo a ton, to anti-atone. A neat tenant in inattention ain't into it one iota. But even I have to admit that maybe the dwindling letter set bears a conceptual point that I should be taking to heart. We toss the N, let's toss the I too. And what's left? The basics. Nothing but the basics. A tot ate it Toto. No more, no less. But can we go one more? Sure, absolutely. Lose the O. We arrive at the simplest of all. A tete-a-tete. Ta-ta.